Hey everyone, this is Matt Morris with BVM Sports. I'm here with class of 2024 Auburn commit Peyton Marshall. Peyton, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I was looking forward to our conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just start with the big news. I mean, how nice has it been to announce the commitment to Auburn, and what does it feel like to know where you're heading in a few years?
First off, to start with the announcement, I would say that feels good because you put the work in for it, so it's like you get to kind of reap the fruits of your labor. So for that to be kind of like that, kind of was like a real, like it felt good, like a pat on the back kind of. But if knowing where I'm going in a few years, that's a relief as well too, because you take all the hassle from having to think about it and commit all of the commitment and stuff over, get it over with early.
Yeah, absolutely. And was that one of the reasons you decided to commit so early, is you didn't want to have to worry about that decision during your junior and senior year at all?
Yeah, I feel like I wasn't one of those kids who just had to prolong the situation. Like you just know where, like if you know, then you know. So I just felt like at that time it was the right time, so I did what I wanted to do.
And what was it about Auburn as soon as they got into the mix and were interested in you and started to recruit you that kind of drew you to that program and made it feel like it was, the perfect fit?
First off, the a big part of it was like the way that they reached out. It felt like family over the phone. It felt like family. Got on campus, everything felt like family, and it felt like they was just selling me dreams. And then another big part was when I got to sit down and and during the visit they showed me all the stats and stuff. So track record was a big part of it, and seeing the productivity that they've had was a real big part of it. And I feel like that's something that could benefit me.
Absolutely. And I mean, the productivity, like you said, it speaks for itself. Auburn's been one of the best programs in the nation in the last few years. And in particular, Coach Pearl has done a great job with, centers and producing big men that head on into the NBA. How excited are you to be a part of that and be one of those guys that might be the next example of, an amazing center from Auburn, moving on and being that great?
Feels good to know that I'm in great company, so that's definitely something that feels real well.
Absolutely. Was that a big deciding factor, just seeing, the success he's had with that position?
Definitely a deciding factor because you don't want to just go somewhere just off of like where you think is like a place you want to go. You got to kind of go for what fits you, and I feel like that out of all the schools that I had, I feel like that one fit me the best for as far as what I'm trying to accomplish.
For sure. And what are you trying to accomplish? Not just, in college, but I mean your goals post college.
Of course, I want to play at the next level, which is the NBA, and I feel like Auburn. What's the word I'm looking for? I feel like Auburn can increase my chances of doing that if I do what I have to on the court, on and off the court. So I know with me doing what I have to do and them with the help, then I feel like I can. That goal is pretty achievable.
Talking about that goal and going back from the commitment, when did you first start to realize you had that ability and that talent and the potential to play not only at the collegiate level but maybe make it past that and into the NBA?
I was one of those kids who had like low confidence growing up. So I'm not gonna just say I knew it back when I was like in middle school, but I would say really honestly, if we're being truthful, it kind of hit me like my 10th grade high school year after playing well and stuff, and like I did good during high school, and it kind of gave me some momentum going into the summer. And once all of that started to pick up and all of that, I kind of felt like I sat there and talked to myself, and I was like, this can actually happen for you. Instead of just talking about it, you can actually do it. So I felt like that's something. I feel like around that time was when I kind of realized that you can turn dreams into reality.
And what was it like to get the college offers to, you validated yourself and you obviously believed in yourself, but what was it like to get that validation from those college coaches who wanted you to be a part of their program?
It felt good. Everybody wants to be wanted somewhere. So, I mean, to be wanted at multiple places like that, it kind of made me feel special in a way, but like I couldn't just let it like get to me really, but it definitely felt good because, basketball wasn't always easy growing up. So for to see the work paying off and like knowing that if you don't quit, which I didn't do, I didn't quit, and seeing how it can pay off for me, that was kind of like another like a pushing factor to just keep on going and stuff. So it definitely felt good.
Yeah, I believe it. And like you said, basketball wasn't always easy, but was it always basketball as far as, the sport that you kind of fell in love with and the one that you wanted to play, or how did you end up making that decision that basketball was going to be kind of the main sport?
It's funny. I actually played. I think I played football before I played basketball. I probably started them around the same year, but I played football and basketball growing up, and just football was fun because you get to hit people and stuff like that. But I was kind of taller than all the other kids, so it was just taking out my knees. And if I wanted to play both sports, football was going to be the one that stopped me from being able to play from all the knee injuries. And I know basketball, you can get injured just as much in basketball, but you can't just maliciously go at somebody's legs and take them out. So that was kind of the deciding factor for me. Like, if I want to play sports for a long time, I'm gonna stick to the one that's a little less dangerous, in a way. So I chose basketball, and I just feel like it was just. And also, I feel like I chose it because it was something that people said that I really couldn't do. Like football was always I was bigger than everybody. You see, I was bigger than everybody now. So they're thinking like, oh, just play football. It's easier, And I kind of wanted to play basketball to show them like, I don't gotta just do it just because I don't gotta just play football just because it's easy. I can show you that I can be just as good as whoever you think is good at this. And so that's why I chose basketball.
Yeah, I completely understand. And, to go off of that, obviously that was a big motivation for you. And you talked about the hard work you put in. What was that hard work like? What would you say was the training like to get to where you're at today?
It was some rough days. Some were better than others, but I feel like it kind of ramped up when I got to high school. It ramped up really. Got into a good trainer out here named Knock. He kind of he kind of like he was kind of the first one to really like reach out to me on a personal level. So I feel like that made the work easier. But it was still kind of like I said. It was some nights was harder, some nights was easier than others, and it's really like just knowing that if you do it, it will pay off for you. So that's what kind of made me just take a deep breath and kind of keep going with it. But yeah, some nights was definitely harder than others.
I bet. I'm sure they were. And what has been kind of your main focus as you have progressed, and what have you been working on and trying to key on recently as to add to your game?
Really, my perimeter defense. Showing coaches I can guard. I don't have to just sit in the paint. Really, funny. After I committed, coach came to the game. Coach West, he came to one of our games, and I had like 5 steals. I was jumping off screens, stealing the ball, starting transition and stuff. So I was like, something like that is really well because I can block shots in the paint. But if you can defend up around the whole floor, then that's make you even more better. And I would say probably for offense, as far as offense, probably shooting the ball more because guys think like, oh, he a big man, he can't really shoot, so they sag off almost too far away, and it's just like that's disrespectful. So being able to hit that shot, make them kind of play on their feet more. You pump fake and go past. If they want to stay back, then you shoot the ball. It just make you harder to guard.
Absolutely. I mean, you kind of keyed on what being a big man now in basketball is. You have to be that versatile, in the paint, but also a perimeter player. Has that been something you've prided yourself on, being able to be dominant in the paint, but then also making sure that they have to respect you when you're, 10, 15, 20 feet out?
Yeah, definitely. Something I pride myself on, especially is dominating in the paint. 'Cause it's like it's easy. Like it's like I don't know how to explain. It feels good. Turn around dunking on somebody, hanging on the rim, something like that. But yeah, it feels good, man. It feels good.
Definitely. And one of my last questions for you is, why basketball? What is it about? Obviously, you talked that you've always played it, but what is it that you really love about the sport and that makes you want to put in all that work that you've put in to get to your level?
I'm one person, but off of the work that I put in, it could change life for me, my family, everyone around me. So like, I feel like something like that, like it could change lives, like for a long time, not just so if you say if I make it to the NBA, it's gonna change from years on, grandkids and all of that. It can change everyone around you, and it's it feels good, like knowing that you're the one who did it, like. Everybody's smiling happy because it's something you did. So I mean, that's kind of why.
Definitely. And what do you have to say to the Auburn fans that I'm sure have been very excited to know that you're committing? So what's something you'd say to them?
First, I want to say War Eagle, and I'm definitely we're gonna turn it up. We're gonna keep it going. Not gonna fall off. When I come, man, we're about business, so we're gonna get there. We're gonna keep this thing going.
Definitely. That's awesome. And, Peyton, once again, thank you so much for hopping on. Before we wrap this up, I just want to ask, do you feel like I left anything out, or is there anything you'd like to say?
Just want to shout out my people if I can. Shout out my mom. Shout out Des. Shout out, like I said, shout out Knock. He played a big part in this as far as getting how I need to get my body and stuff. We still working. I was just here, just working with him today. Shout out Coach P for believing in me. Shout out Lance for helping me coming on the way up. Shout out everybody. Shout out my friends. Shout out to people, man. I feel like I don't get enough recognition because they behind the scenes. Shout out my girl. Shout out everybody.
All right. Well, Peyton, once again, thank you. It was great talking with you. Best of luck.
Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out our other videos and don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below while you're at it. Also, for more great and original content, head right over to bvmsports.com.